So a couple of months ago I picked up 2 tillers. I actually got 2 tillers, an aluminum boat, a ladder, 2 car ramps, all for $150. Getting back to the tillers, this Troy belt, it's an 11 horse Briggs. It's only missing 1 cable that I can tell. Everything else looks good. This cable needs to be replaced. The other tiller is a 6 horse Briggs. It's missing 2 back wheels. They look like 2 good tillers, especially this Troy belt. And this is gardening season. I'm gonna see if I can get it to fire up. See if we can do a little bit of tilling with it. And if we check in the gas tank, there's something in there. It kind of looks like gas. We may drain that out with some new gas if we check the oil. The oil looks really clean. I'm not gonna mess with the oil. I might go ahead and pull it a couple times and see what it does. Rabbit. Choke. So I loosened the bowl. Looks like plain old water coming out. Got to fix that. Now if we get the water out, the bowl looks really clean. So the decision was made to go ahead and take the carburetor off, clean it up good, make sure all the passageways were open. So we did that. We're going to put it back on now. Put it back together and put it back on. Then maybe she'll run. So when I got the carburetor back on and tried to fire it up, it would not start. It had no fire. So I've cleaned up the coil here where it comes in contact with the magnet. I got it back on. I put a bolt in there, turned it over, I felt a little bit of spark. We're going to put the spark plug back in. See if we can get it to fire up. So there was water in the gas tank. I've got the carburetor back off. The gas tank is off. Here's the gas tank. I've got a blue paper towel in there, rubbing it around. It's looking so much better. Once we get the tank back on, get the gas in it, it should run now. Okay, the carburetor's back on. The gas tank's back on. I put a little shot of gas in it. It should start first pull. Or second, or third, or fourth. Choke it. So as I was trying to make a cable, something that would work temporarily, I got the old frayed cable freed up. It's now working. I got the air filter back on. I got gas in it. It's time to go for a test till. Now the goal here is to run the tiller through this row that's already been tilled. And as I go, I'm going to take my feet and walk down the middle, and that should leave a trench for the fertilizer. At least that's what I'm thinking. Something like that, but better. I have got the mud mower to work in the garden. Here, let me show you. So I've already used it to break these 2 rows open for fertilizer, and my mower is not as wide as the tractor used to till this, so I've got it offset a little bit. I take my front tire and put it right beside the row next door, good straight line, and that puts me almost right in the center of this row. And this was the receiver hitch off of Colonel Craftsman. This was a lift kit off a golf cart, got those free at a yard sale. This, some kind of tractor implement to keep it from swinging too much. Vice grips, and wherever I got that I don't know where I got that from. It was in the garage. Back doing what it's supposed to be doing. There are 3 more rows that need to be tilled, fertilized, and planted. I'm gonna get on that right now. The tiller's been sitting for probably a week. Let's see how it starts. Thing runs like a champ. So these 3 rows are now ready to be broke open and fertilized. So I know you guys want to see the tiller in just regular grass. This is grass just been mowed. It's on the edge of the yard. I've got it on the shallowest setting. If you hear a mower in the background, just ignore that. That's not the tiller. Here goes, shallowest setting. And there you have it. On that deepest setting, it likes to pop wheelies and take off on you. Almost too powerful. Now if you're wondering what fertilizer I use a 10-10-10. So I had a coupon yesterday. I got these 8 tomato bushes for free. These are Celebrity. I don't ever have much luck with tomatoes, but I'm not giving up. Celebrity. I'll let you know how they go. And I've just fertilized and covered up these 3 rows. It's time to plant. Today is the day. I'm gonna start with corn. So this place has mostly been planted. I got the assistant down there working on corn. The last 2 rows still have to be planted. She's on the far end doing corn. Here where you see footsteps, that's okra. I've got some tomatoes there. On the other end of this okra, there's a little patch of potatoes. Over here, we've got some cucumber. These little guys, cucumber. Cucumber, cucumber, cucumber. On down, there are squash and zucchini. Let me see if I can show you one. This, squash, squash, squash. It's been in about a week. And then down here, that's the zucchini. 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 Some are not up yet. Zucchini. And when doing corn, about 6 inches down, there's fertilizer. I put the corn in about a 1/2 inch deep, 6 to 8 inches apart. 2 to 3 kernels per hole. Actually, the assistants put them in. Right behind you, there's more holes. And I've been using a rake. I'll use the edge of it for digging holes. We just cover these guys up about a 1/2 inch. Back it down. 1/2 inch. Back it down. And we got rain yesterday. That's going to be good for sprouting. And now right down from the tomatoes, beside the okra, she's putting in squash seed. 3 in every hole. They'll be buried about a 1/2 inch deep. And they're about, I don't know, 18 inches apart, 16 inches apart. And then here on the last 2 rows, assistant number 1 is doing watermelon. That's this one. Assistant number 2 is doing cantaloupe. That's this one, obviously. She's putting 3 seed in every hole. She's putting 3 seed in every hole. It's just harder to see hers. Just came home with what's called a billy goat. It's a brush cutter. $200. 13 horse Honda. Came with a weed eater and a chainsaw. I'll bring this home probably tomorrow. Video coming soon. And all part of the billy goat kit from yesterday, there is a steel weed eater with blade, a steel chainsaw, string if you want to put that back on, a spare blade, and an antique bungee. What a steal.